Welcome to the Wealth Wisdom, where knowledge becomes power and power builds your future.
Have you ever seen a sector so hot that even AI looks like yesterday's news? Because right now, quantum computing is breaking out. In the last 12 months, some quantum stocks haven't just doubled, they haven't just tripled. They've soared as high as 2,710%. That's the kind of return you usually see in crypto bull markets, not publicly traded tech companies. But here's the twist. While retail investors are rushing in, while Wall Street is hyping the future, the insiders, the people closest to the technology, are quietly walking toward the exit. And not small exits, not casual selling. We're talking about $749 million worth of insider selling from the four biggest pure-play quantum computing companies. This warning didn't come from analysts, hedge funds, or bears on Twitter. It came from insiders, the people building the technology, the people leading the so-called revolution. They know IONC, Rigetti, D-Wave, and Quantum Computing Inc. better than anyone else, and they're not buying, they're selling. Today, we're diving deep into why these quantum computing stocks, after surging between 260% and 2,710% in just 12 months, may be sending Wall Street a very different message than the hype suggests. Later, we'll connect this to NVIDIA's massive physical AI bet and explain how quantum computing fits into the $30 trillion robotics future. This is a big one, so stay focused as we break down the reality behind the headlines. Disclaimer: this video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research before making investment decisions. If you find this content useful, like the video, share it, and subscribe to support the channel. Artificial intelligence has dominated 2025. AI has fueled record highs across major stock indexes. The hype is massive. The expectations are enormous. But AI isn't the only reason investors are excited. Right next to AI is something more mysterious, more complex, and potentially more powerful: quantum computing. This isn't science fiction. These are real. Companies with real machines already on the market. Investors have piled in aggressively. IONC, Rigetti Computing, D-Wave Quantum, and Quantum Computing Inc. have all delivered explosive returns between 260% and 2,710% over the past year. These are returns mean stocks dream about. But here's where the story changes. Despite the surge, insiders, executives, directors, and major shareholders have sold nearly $750 million worth of stock. Let's simplify what quantum computing actually is. Quantum computers are not just faster computers. They are an entirely different class of machines. Classical computers use bits, zeros, and ones. Quantum computers use qubits, which can exist as 0, 1, or both at the same time. This allows quantum machines to perform massive numbers of calculations simultaneously, problems that would take classical computers years or may be impossible altogether. Real-world applications include weather prediction, faster AI training, cybersecurity, chemical simulations, materials science, financial modeling, and optimization problems. Consulting firms estimate quantum computing could generate $450 to $850 billion in economic value by 2040. Amazon Braket and Microsoft Azure Quantum already provide access to IonQ and Rigetti hardware. That's real integration, real testing, real usage, and naturally, investors start thinking this could be the next NVIDIA-style opportunity. But then comes the red flag. Over the past 12 months, IonQ insiders sold for $146.5 million. Rigetti insiders sold $45.6 million. D-Wave insiders sold $124 million. Quantum Computing Inc. insiders sold $33. 2 million total insider selling, $749 million, even more telling, almost zero insider buying. Only one IonQ director purchased a relatively small amount compared to the selling. Insider selling isn't always bearish, but insider buying happens for only one reason: confidence. Right now, insiders are not buying the hype. Valuations are another concern. Many quantum stocks trade at price-to-sales ratios above 30, levels historically associated with speculative bubbles. We've seen this pattern before. 3D printing, EV startups, solar stocks, genomics. Early hype plus extreme valuations often ends with a major pullback. Revenue growth is strong, but cash burn remains high and profitability is still far away. At the same time, a much bigger revolution is forming: physical AI and robotics. NVIDIA believes humanoid robots and physical AI could become a $30 trillion industry. Quantum computing may eventually accelerate AI, improve robotics optimization, and enable breakthroughs in efficiency and decision-making. These technologies are converging. Quantum accelerates AI. AI runs robots. Robots reshape entire industries. Here's the takeaway: quantum computing is powerful, exciting, and full of long-term potential. But today's market is pricing in a future that may still be years away. Nearly $749 million in insider selling is not noise. It's a signal. Fortunes will be made in this sector, but timing matters. Stay focused on real indicators: insider buying, sustainable revenue growth, enterprise adoption, government contracts, and hardware breakthroughs. Quantum's future is real. The hype may be early,